Good morning, namaste, Anurag and David.
Good morning. Sir.
And David, you did not submit your homework still. Yesterday also I told you, but you did not submit. You told I will submit today. That today is gone. Again, you didn't submit your homework. Why are you not submitting the homework? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Where are you?
I wrote all of the homework. 1 second.
Where are you? Don't make a story. I wrote this happened, that happened. Don't make a story. The homework is now 4 days old.
Sir, I'm checking. Sir.
Checking what? You don't know?
Mm,
You had homework?
Sir, in the or not.
You don't know you had homework?
Sir, I know I have homework.
Then what are you checking? Checking what?
Sir, I sent or not, sir. 1 second.
You did not send it. Don't waste the time. You did not send it and you know it. You are wasting the time by checking it. Well, now we are going to discuss about division of rational numbers. Division of rational numbers. In yesterday's class, we discussed about multiplication of rational numbers. We did some examples on that. Now it is about division of rational numbers.
Sir, your voice is not audible. Sir, I cannot hear you.
If you have a rational number a by b and you have to divide it by another rational number c by d, what to do for that? To divide one rational number by another, you actually multiply the second rational number's reciprocal with the first one. What does that mean? I'll show you. The first rational number remains as it is, and see, there are two actions, both happen together. There are two actions. First action, change to multiply. Change this divide sign to multiply. This action is the first one. Second action is make it reciprocal. Make it reciprocal. I taught in yesterday's class what is the meaning of reciprocal. I hope you remember.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is the voice good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is good.
It's not good. You are not telling me. Tell me the truth. Now it might be good.
Sir, it is same.
It was louder voice.
Yes.
You don't notice it. Now is it better?
Yes, sir.
Now it's better?
Yes.
Better?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. It was louder voice. Notice it. Don't ignore. And let me know. Okay. So there are two actions that happen together. Divide sign changes to multiply, see here, and the rational number that is after divide sign should be reciprocal. So D and C should be interchanged. D goes to numerator, C comes to denominator, and done. That means dividing by a rational number is same as multiplying with its reciprocal, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Division with A by B, or let's take C by D. Division with C by D and multiplication with D by C are same. Multiplication with D by C are both same. Division with C by D or multiplication with D by C are both same. That's why instead dividing directly, we multiply. Means we don't divide, we never divide. We never divide. Instead dividing, we multiply with the reciprocal and we get the same result. Now, you already have studied how to multiply the two rational numbers. A multiplies with D, B multiplies with C. Done. Got it?
Yes.
Now let us see one more aspect of the looking at the same thing. You are looking at this division sign and C by D, but the same thing, this can be written in other way as well. See how. A by B divided by C by D. You can divide it like this or like this, isn't it? That's the same meaning.
Yes.
Meaning is same.
Yes.
For example, you divide 8 by 4 this way or this way. Both are same, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So notice, if you are dividing one rational number by another rational number, what you need to do is, what we have seen in the previous page, we have to make the denominator, this is denominator, what comes after divide sign is actually denominator. So we make it reciprocal and then multiply sign comes. Similar behavior here as well. What we need to do? Numerator A by B remains same. Denominator C by D becomes D by C and multiply sign comes. The same result, AD by BC. Anything confusing? Let me know.
Sir, nothing confusing.
Let us see examples. Suppose we have 2 by 3 and we need to divide it by 3 by 4. one rational number is 2 by 3, we have to divide it by another rational number 3 by 4. As the rule we have seen, first rational number remains as it is, no change here. Divide sign changes to multiply, and then the second rational number becomes reciprocal. 4 goes to the top, 3 comes down here. Now you have to multiply the two rational numbers. 2 times 4 is 8, divided by 3 times 3 is 9. So 8 by 9 is the result. But see, if the same question is represented this way, 2 by 3 is the numerator, 3 by 4 is the denominator. But the writing style got changed. Writing style is now changed. Meaning is same.
Yes,
Remember, where are you, David? What's wrong with you? Where are you? What happened to you?
Sir, nothing happened to me.
You are lying. Something happened to you. Numerator remains as it is. Denominator becomes reciprocal to multiply here. 3 by 4 changes to 4 by 3 and multiply with the numerator. So numerator remains same. See the two ways of handling. Question looks different, but the ways, the next step is exactly the same. Question remains different, question is looking different, but the next step we have done is the same thing. And the answer, of course, will be the same thing. I hope you got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you will see first number is a rational number, but the second one is a whole number. And you have to divide. Actually, whole number is also a rational number. Whole number is 4, that is also a rational number. 4 means 4 by 1. So you have to treat this like 4 by 1. And it's going to be 3 by 4, divide sign changes to multiply, and the second rational number, that is 4, means 4 by 1 changes to 1 by 4. And then the answer is 3 by 16. The same if written this way, 3 by 4 divided by 4. Notice, numerator is 3 by 4. You have to identify. If it is not written properly, suppose 3 by 4 by 4. Now it is very difficult to identify which one is numerator. Now it is written like this, and it is very difficult to identify whether 3 by 4 is numerator or 4 by 4 is denominator. So it's very difficult. That means be careful whenever you write this method. Make sure you are putting the bracket to make it clear which is together. Maybe 3 by 4 is in numerator and 4 is denominator, or possibly 3 is only numerator and 4 by 4 is denominator. So there are two different meanings. If you don't write it clearly, it may easily confuse someone. Make sure you use the bracket there like this. Okay, so now we know numerator is 3 by 4, denominator is only 4. Only 4 means we have to consider 4 by 1 ourselves to make it easier to handle. The numerator remains same, 3 by 4, and denominator 4 by 1 changes to 1 by 4, and the same answer again. Okay, question looking different, but the next step is same, answer also is same. Now, sometimes the first number can be a whole number, but the second can be like P by Q format, denominator with non one number, the number apart from 1. This was third example and fourth example. Next is now fifth example. Suppose the first number is a whole number like this, and you have to divide it by another one that looks like this. Or the same question may be looking like this: 5 divided by 2 by 3. Again, it is important to put the bracket. If you don't put the bracket, it will be your mistake, and that may confuse you and the others as well. Rule says first rational number remains same. It is 5 by 1, but no need to write 5 by 1. We don't care about that. We just write 5. That's okay. Divide sign changes to multiply, and the second rational number becomes reciprocal, that is 3 by 2. Same here in the second method, second way of writing, numerator remains as it is. Denominator multiplies here with being reciprocated, 3 by 2. And finally answer is the same. 5 means 5 by 1. You write it or don't write it, your choice. 5 by default will go to the numerator. 5 is in numerator, 1 is in denominator. So if you don't write 1, that is not a matter. 5 3s are 15 divided by 2. 15 by 2. Here also 5 3s are 15. 15 divided by 2. So if a whole number is written, you will consider it numerator, and you will multiply this with the numerator, not with the denominator. Else it will go wrong. I hope you got it.
Okay. Yes, sir, I got it.
Now be ready to face some questions.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have a question.
You have a doubt?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, is there a way to solve these kind of questions without
Keep your mic properly.
Sir, is there a way of solving these kind of questions without making the second term reciprocal?
No.
Okay, sir.
The question is, by what number should we multiply minus 1 by 6 so that the product may be minus 23 by 9. Start and submit within 3 minutes. 2 minutes for solution, 1 minute for submission.
Okay. Sir, I'm sending.
Did you submit?
Sir, I submitted.
You haven't submitted.
Sir,
Okay, time over. Question says, by what number should we multiply minus 1 by 6? So, we have to multiply minus 1 by 6 with something that we don't know. What number should be multiplied with minus 1 by 6 so that the product is written after equal sign. So, product may be minus 23 by 9. This is the question. So, we first of all frame our question like this. Now, the number that is missing, we take x for that. Let's take the missing number to be x. So, x is minus 23 by 9, and you notice that minus 1 by 6 is here in multiplication. So, if we transpose it to the other side, it will go to the division on the other side. So, after division, we'll write minus 1 by 6 like this, or we have a choice, we can write this way also. X is equal to minus 23 by 9 in numerator, and in denominator minus 1 by 6. So, both ways we can write, this way or this way. It's your choice. I am going with this one. So, now x is equal to minus 23 by 9 multiplied 6 divided by minus 1. But notice minus 1 denominator is never written with negative sign. So, we will keep the minus sign in numerator as well only, and 6 goes to there. 1 comes in denominator, but we don't care, 1 in the denominator. Now, let us multiply. Negative and negative sign together will make a positive sign. Cancellation is possible by 3, 9 and 6. This is numerator, this is denominator. So, we can cancel out. 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. Negative and negative has become plus. So, it's going to be 23 times 2, 46, and divide by 3. Answer. You can change it into mixed fraction if you want. 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15, and then 1 remaining, 1 by 3. You could not finish it, you could not submit it in 3 minutes. Ready for the next?
yes, sir.
Question. Divide the sum of minus 13 by 5 and 12 by 7 by the product of minus 31 by 7 and minus 1 by 2. This is your question. Start and submit within 4 minutes.
Sir, I'm sending. Sir, I sent. Sir, I'm also doing. Sir, I was also doing.
Don't waste the time.
Sir, I was doing. You stop the timer, sir.
And you did not simplify it finally, Anurag. Until now you have not submitted, David. Question says we have to divide. Divide what? The sum. Sum of what? This and this. So let's make the sum of this and this. Minus 13 by 5 and 12 by 7. We have to divide the sum. We have to divide this by what? By the product. Product of what? This. So if you want to understand a question, put questions. Put questions to questions. What? Like here, divide. Divide what? The sum. Sum of what? Sum of this and this. So divide the sum of this and this by what? By the product. By the product. Product of what? Minus 31 by 7 and minus 1 by 2. Well, so if we operate this expression, if we simplify this expression, finally we are going to have the answer to this question. And see how to do. To add two rational numbers, I taught a shortcut to you. I hope you remember. Denominator,
Yes.
multiply together, 35. 7 5 ja 35. In numerator, cross multiply, like 7 times minus 13 plus 5 times 12. 7 times minus 13 is minus 91 and 12 5 ja 60. So 60 is positive and minus 91. 60 minus 91, that is minus 31. Isn't it? 60
Yes.
minus 91. So 90 and 60. 90 and 60. Difference is 30 and one more. So 31. And we are subtracting bigger from smaller. So it's negative, minus 31. Now a divide sign comes here. And we have to multiply these two. Negative 31, negative 1, minus into minus, plus 31. Divide by what? 7 2 ja 14. Now, you know how to divide a rational number by another rational number. First rational number remains same. Then put a multiply, instead divide, and reciprocate the second one. 14 goes to numerator, 31 goes to denominator. Cancel out now wherever possible. 31 into 1, 31 into 1. 31 1 ja and 1 ja. Now these two numbers can be cancelled by 7. 7 2 ja, 7 5 ja. So now we have in numerator minus 1 times 2, that is minus 2. In denominator 5 times 1, that is 5. Minus 2 by 5 is the answer. Anurag, your second last step was correct. All these steps including second last, but the last step you did not simplify, so final answer is missing. No answer written. And David, you did not do it. You did not submit the answer.
Sir, I was doing, sir. You stopped.
You always
the
make
time,
the
sir.
story. You are a good storyteller, not a math doer. Ready? Ready for the next?
Yes, sir.
Divide the sum of 65 by 12 and 12 by 7 by their difference. You have to divide the sum of this and this by the difference of this and this. You have 3 minutes to submit.
Sir, I did not understand the question, sir. Sir, I did not understand the question. Sir, can you help me? Sir, can you help me?
Completed?
No, sir. Sir, I said for 1 minute. I said I did not understand the question, sir.
So you have to wait. Use common sense. Someone else is doing. I can't tell you how to do it. Are you done, Anurag?
No, sir.
Three minutes is about to be
Done.
over. 3 minutes over. Question says divide. But divide what? The sum. Okay. The sum. Sum of what? Sum of this and this. 65 by 12 and 12 by 7. By what? Divide by what? By their difference. Their means whose. Their means whose. Who is there?
So 65 by 12 and 12 by 7.
Exactly. Their difference. Their difference. 65 by 12 minus 12 by 7. So we have to divide the sum of these two numbers by the difference of the same two numbers. If we simplify this finally, we'll get the answer. Let us do it. In the first bracket, shortcut to add, I told you, use that 12 7 ja 84, right? Now in numerator, cross multiply 65 into 7 plus 12 into 12. 65 into 7, 12 into 12. 12 into 12 is 12 square, that is 144. Do some rough work somewhere, write it because it's bigger number, you can miss it. 12 into 12, 144. 65 into 7, what is that? 7 5 ja 35, 3 carried, 7 6 ja 42, right? And 3, 45. 7 5 ja 35, 3 carried, 7 6 ja 42 plus 3, 45. Add them, 9 9 5. So it's 599 by 84 divided by the difference of these two. Denominator will be still same, 12 7 ja 91. 84. And 65 7 ja. What was that? 4 455, 455 minus 144. 5 minus 4, 5 minus 4, 4 minus 1. Now, first rational number remains same, divided by 84, multiply 84 by 311. Now it is time to simplify them together. 84 1 ja, 84 1 ja. Both numbers got cancelled together by 84. Now we have to check for these two. Do you think we can cancel out these two? If yes, by what number?
No, sir, I don't think we can cancel this.
Right. So it's going to be 599 divided by 311. And that's the answer. 3-step work. None of you submitted, right?
I did not understand.
Now let us check the properties of multiplication and division of rational numbers. Properties of multiplication and division of rational numbers. Let's make a table. Closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity, inverse, distributive property, one, two, three, four, five, six. 6 properties are there. For multiplication, and for division. First, about closure property. Do you think multiplication of rational number is closure? Follow closure property? Any idea?
Yes, sir, it follows.
I will take an example. So once. Yes, sir, they follow.
Did you check for multiplication?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it follows.
Yes, sir. I will check for division, sir. 1 second.
And sir, it works for division also.
Okay. Both of you checked it?
I'm checking for division, sir. I checked it for multiplication.
Sir, I have checked it for both.
Okay.
Yes, sir, they follow for division also, sir.
How
I
did you
took
check?
an example. I took an example, sir.
What was the example?
Yes, sir, I took minus 11 by 2 and 12 by 2, sir.
Okay.
I
Well, so if we divide one rational number by another rational number, the result will be always a rational number, you said, right?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose I divide 1 by 2 with another rational number, 0. 0 is a rational number, right?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
What will happen? Think of it.
it will become the same, sir. It will come 1 by 2.
Sir, it will become 1 by 0. It is not a rational number.
Division by 0 is undefined, you need to remember. Division by 0 is undefined. Dividing something means making parts of it. For example, you have 5 rupees and you are dividing it into 5 parts, 5 equal parts. Each part will be 1. 5 parts If you divide 5 into 2 equal parts, each part would be 2.5. So dividing something means making parts of it. But if you want to divide some number in by 0, that means you are making 0 parts of it. That is undefined. Suppose you have 5 rupees. You can divide it into one part, 5 itself, right? If you divide 5 in one part, it will remain 5 only. If you divide 5 in 5 parts, each part would be 1. If you divide 5 in 2 parts, each part would be 2.5. So you are dividing it by any real number, 1 part, 5 parts, 2 parts, etc. If you're dividing the same number in 0 parts, what does that mean? 0 parts. That means you want nothing. 0 means nothing. 0 parts.
Yes.
0 parts means you are not making any part of 5. You have nothing actually. You have 0 part now. Is it possible? Is it making sense? You had 5 rupees. You are divided it in 0 parts. And you have nothing. So where does 5 go? Actually, this is not making any sense. It is undefined. This is having no definition. Undefined. Remember, division by 0 is undefined. We never divide by 0. That means in all other cases it would be okay, but in this particular case, division is not following closure property, because the result is undefined. Result is not a rational number. Did you understand?
Yes.
For multiplication we will say yes. For division we will say no. Why do we say no? Why do we say no?
Sir, because it doesn't work with 0.
Just because of only one case. All other cases are okay, but this one case is not okay, and due to this only one case, we said no. Okay. Now it is about
I'm
commutative property. Do you think
Okay, sir.
multiplication
I will
of
check.
rational numbers is commutative? Say yes or no.
1 second, sir. I will check with an example. Yes, sir. It's working for multiplication, sir. I will check for division, sir.
Multiplication of rational numbers follow commutative property or not?
For multiplication, yes, sir. I got. I'm checking for
Yes, sir.
division.
It follows.
Okay. Did you check, Anurag?
Sir, I'm checking for division. No, sir, it doesn't work for division.
That's right. Let us see here. If we multiply 1 by 2 with 3 by 4 or 3 by 4 with 1 by 2, we'll get the same answer. Product of two rational numbers, no matter if you are taking 1 by 2 first, 3 by 4 later, or 3 by 4 first, 1 by 2 later, you'll get the same result, right? But in division, suppose 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 4 or 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 2 are not same, they are not equal. In the first case, it's 1 by 2 times 4 by 3. 2 2s are 4, you get 2 by 3 finally. But in the other case, 3 by 4 times 2. So 2 2s are 4, you get 3 by 2. See, different answers. They are not same. So for multiplication, yes. For division, no. Associative property. Check associative property for multiplication of rational numbers and division. Let us say,
Okay, sir.
suppose we have 1 by 2. To check associativity, we need at least 3 rational numbers. 1 by 2, 3 by 4 and 4 by 5. And suppose we have to multiply. What we can do? We can take any two first. Like if you want, you can take the 1 by 2 and 3 by 4 first. You multiply them together. 3 1 ja 3 by 2 4 ja 8. Multiply by 4 by 5. Finally 3 4 ja 12. Or let's first cancel out. 4 1 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8. So 3 1 ja 3 in numerator and 2 5 ja 10 in denominator. But if we make the bracket differently, what will happen? 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 4 by 5. Let us make the bracket here. Associative word comes from association. Associative means making association, making grouping. So we made the association of 1 by 2 and 3 by 4 first on the left side. On the right side, we are making association of 3 by 4 with 4 by 5. And we want to check if the answer comes same. 3 by 4 times 4 by 5. Let us cancel out 4 first. So 3 by 5 is remaining in the second one. And 1 by 2 is for the first. Now if we multiply 3 1 ja 3 in numerator, 2 5 ja 10 in denominator, we are getting same answer. Means associative property follows for multiplication of rational numbers. Let's write yes. Associative property is followed by multiplication of rational numbers. Now let us check for division. One by 2, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, and we are putting division sign. We have to do the same question in two different ways, making association. 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 4 by 5. In the first one, let us make the association of 1 by 2 and 3 by 4 together. In the other hand, let's make the association of 3 by 4 and 4 by 5 together. We want to check if they gives the same answer, if they are giving the same answer. So let us simplify them separately. For this one, 1 by 2 times 3 by 4 divide 4 by 5, right? Now 3 1 are 3 in numerator, 2 4 are 8 in denominator. Now divide sign, 4 by 5. Now we will change this divide sign into multiply. 3 by 8 multiply 4 by 5. 4 1 are 4, 4 2 are 8. So 3 1 are 3 numerator, 2 5 are 10 in denominator. Let us check it on the other hand. 1 by 2 divide, and here 3 by 4 multiply 4 by 5. 5 by 4. There is a mistake here. I did not make it reciprocal. You are not watching carefully. So 2 2 are 4. It's 2 by 3 divide 4 by 5. 2 by 3 multiply 5 by 4. 2 1 are 2, 2 2 are 4. So it's 5 by 6. On the other hand, 5 3 are 15 by 16, and it is here 1 by 2. Now 1 by 2 multiply 16 by 15. 2 8 are 16. Now we are getting 8 by 15. We got different answers. Check it.
Yes, sir, we got different answers. Yes, sir, we got different answers.
So associative property is not followed by division of rational numbers. Next is identity. Identity means you multiplies by something to make no change. If any rational number is given like 2 by 3, you multiply something so that answer remains same. Is there any number exist like that? No
Sir,
idea.
1.
Identity for multiplication exists, and that is 1. For division, do you think there is any identity for division also? Means any rational number is given, we divide by something, so that answer remains same. Do you think any number exists like that? No idea.
Sir, it is 1.
Right. If we divide by 1, answer remains same. So identity exists for division as well. Do you think inverse exists?
Yes, sir.
Actually, this identity also known as multiplicative identity only, not divisive. Why so? Because division is on another form of multiplication only, isn't it?
Yes.
Sir, how?
Don't say falsely yes, sir. Multiplicative inverse, yes, exist. That is reciprocal. Right? I taught it yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Do you think any inverse exists for division also? Means any rational number is given, you divide by something and answer becomes identity, that is 1. Do you think any number exists like that?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, the number itself.
Correct. That exists and the same number will be there. If you divide any rational number by the same number, you will get the identity, that is 1. Same number. Distributive property. Multiplication remains distributive over addition. Like A into B plus C. So multiplication distributed over addition. Distributive property holds for multiplication. And do you think distributive property will hold for division as well? Let us check. First rational number 2 by 3 and the sum of other two rational numbers. Let's take 3 by 4 and 4 by 5. And there is a multiply sign hidden here. Distributive property of multiplication over addition tells that 2 by 3 should be multiplied with 3 by 4. And then 2 by 3 should be multiplied with 4 by 5. And then add them together. So they are equal, right? Equal sign can be put between them because the value of left side, the value of right side are equal. We have checked it already. But if in place of multiplication, if we have division, do you think that will exist? 2 by 3 and then division sign here. Do you think that will also be equal? If we distribute division sign like 2 by 3 divided by 3 by 4, 2 by 3 divided by 3 by 4, then 2 by 3 divided by 4 by 5. And then plus sign between them. Do you think they will be equal? Just like multiplication, the multiplication was distributed for both of them separately. I distributed division. Do you think they will give the same answer? Let us check
Yes,
it.
sir.
2 by 3 for the left hand side, LHS. 2 by 3 divided by, let us add these two, 5 4 are 20, 5 3 are 15 plus 16, 15 plus 16, 31. Now 2 by 3 multiply 20 by 31. So 22 is 40 in numerator and 31 3 is 93 in denominator. We got this answer for the left hand side. Let us check for right hand side. 2 by 3 multiply 4 by 3. Then a plus sign. 2 by 3 multiply 5 by 4. Now here 4 2s are 8 by 3 3s are 9 plus 5 2s are 10 by 4 3s are 12. Now we have to add them together. 12 and 9. What's the LCM? Let's take 36. I am not multiplying this time. I am taking LCM. 36. Right? Okay. 9 4s
Yes,
are.
sir.
So 4 8s are 32. 12 2s are is this. So 2 times 10. And see what we are getting. 32 plus 20. 52 by 36. Do we get same answer?
No, sir.
They are not same. Means not equal. So distributive property for division over addition does not exist. For this we'll write yes, for this we'll write no. Got it? One more thing.
Yeah.
For identity, suppose we have a rational number and we divide it by any number, we get the same answer. That number is 1, right? So exists identity for division exists, that is 1. Good. Let us check once again for inverse. Any rational number divided by something so that identity comes as the answer. Do you think that exists? Same number, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So division inverse of a rational number is the same number, but multiplicative inverse is the reciprocal, right?
Yes, sir.
But honestly telling you, this is about division, but not mentioned anywhere in the books. Only for multiplication these are discussed in the books, like existence of identity, existence of inverse. For multiplication it is mentioned in books, all the books, but for division these things are not mentioned. Never, nowhere. Well, now this is the end of our maths class today. We have science class also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
take a
sir.
5 minutes break and join back for the science.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.